All right. Yeah, my name's Chris Zinko. Right now I'm the Interim Division Chief of Operations for the City of Chico Fire Department. And what kind of questions do you have?
Oh, the first thing I wanted to ask was, Chico's vulnerability when it comes to wildfire, especially when you're looking at what's happening in the state right now with cities like Santa Rosa.
Okay. Well, I'm sure everybody is aware of what's going on in Santa Rosa right now. There's some really statistically frightening stories coming out of there with 17 personnel confirmed that are dead and 500 missing right now. Even for someone like me who's been doing this for about 25 years, it puts things into perspective of you've never seen it all. And Chico is just a mini version of Santa Rosa. It truly is. In fact, I showed you the maps earlier, and it is definitely something that could happen here.
And you talked a little bit too about why, just geographically, why that could happen in Chico.
Right. Chico's kind of an island. If you look at it, I don't know if you want to show this, but if you basically look at it, this is Chico, and all around it, you'll notice on the north and the northeast side, there's a lot of brown. On the west and the southern side, it's not nearly as bad because there's a lot of farming and stuff. But when you look at the interface, the urban wildland interface on the north side, as well as the northeast side and the southeast side, that's where a lot of our problems exist, because we have the park, our beautiful park, and we want to make sure that we do everything we can to protect that. But with that comes a lot of wild land, and with fires that happened, like it's going on in Santa Ana or Santa Rosa right now, there's nothing you can do to stop something when the winds are 90 miles an hour. The only thing you go into is life safety mode, where we try, and we can't fight the fire, especially with the numbers that we have today. So what we'll do is we'll do an evacuation process and work with Chico Police and get as many people out of those areas as we can. Because absolutely, if you take a look and you Google Santa Rosa and you see the devastation that happened there, absolutely that could happen in Chico.
What can people do to prepare if they want to start preparing today or tomorrow, or what are some things you want people to make sure that they know about being ready for something like that?
Well, anybody that's familiar with CAL FIRE knows that you have to have your clearance, and you need to make sure that you do a clearance for your properties. But when you're coming into something like, we'll say, California Park, where you're in the urban wildland interface, but you don't have quite as much brush or whatever you do in, say, Cohasset, that devastation can still occur, because weather, you can't change the weather, and if you're getting 90-mile-an-hour winds, it's going to run through there. And what we want people to know is, if you're being told to evacuate, please evacuate. We would not, and the Chico Police Department would not have you guys evacuate if we didn't deem it necessary. So that's the biggest thing. The first thing is to be prepared, be ready to evacuate. If you have things that you have to have, that something for your business, that without your business or without this thing your business wouldn't thrive, put that in your car. Pay attention to what the media is telling you. We're going to work with the media and let you guys and let the citizens know through the media what the fires are doing, what we need to accomplish, and things we can do to help save your life. If the fire is imminent, if the fire is coming through, we'll say California Park, for example, be ready for that, and be ready to evacuate as soon as you're told.
Are there any other things that you want people to keep in mind about what's happening right now?
Yeah, just know that it could happen anywhere. Fire season's not done. We live in California. It could happen anywhere at any time. Chico is definitely susceptible to that type of fire danger. And to just be ready, to know if you're living on the outskirts of town, that this could happen to you, and to have that plan of, hey, if there's a fire that's close to Chico, to know that you may be asked to evacuate. With that being said, I also want to let our residents know that there's a platform that the city is using called Code Red that's being built right now, and it'll be a reverse 911 type of thing, where we can also, once you sign up for this, it'll let you know where the fire is. If you need to evacuate, we'll send you text messages, but it's going to be a platform that works really well for our citizens. So once it's up and running, We're going to do a media event on it, and I would suggest signing up. And it's definitely going to be helpful in these types of situations.